Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons as they match up with the longtime Raven Joe Flacco and his new team, the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. With you from the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. A CDR matchup here. A couple of teams last year that were really pretty similar. Both under 500, both missed the playoffs, and they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots. In 16-game seasons in the NFL, for the first time last year, no one finished 8-8. Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, it could just be a few months.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And how about Phillip Lindsay's rookie season? Began the year 3rd on the depth chart. Finished it in the Pro Bowl. Not bad for an unrestricted free agent out of Colorado with speed to burn.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, dog.
To pass, Flacco toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action, Flacco. And he's got Hireman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Flacco. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. first and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Flacco. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll have Matt Ryan calling the shots, the former MVP and third overall pick.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, one possession, one drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
Now Ryan on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
We're closing in on halftime, and that's Julio's first catch of the game. That's got to be a surprise for not just us, but even the defense, who's done a heck of a job taking him away from the Falcons.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Ryan will throw again. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds Falcons, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
To throw is Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the 2nd half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready, back 25. Watch the run, watch the run. Ready, set. Ready, set.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So Ryan and the Falcons down 3-0, 90 seconds remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. Back to throw. It fights him off. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at the 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
Ready! 59! Defense wins championships, baby!
To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they